my name is Brigitte Maaßen. I'm here to introduce a group of visitors from Germany, from the University of Kehl. And we're here with 4 professors from the university and 14 students. And we have a connection with them for probably about the last 18 years or even longer. And those students and professors come every year February, not the same students, but sometimes the same professors, to do an introduction to see how our government, municipal government, city government works. All those students are studying public administration, and they would like to know what it's like, how do we operate our public administration here in this country, how it compares to the German administration. And now I introduce, we have the 4 professors. Our first one is Professor Dieter Kiefer, and he teaches business administration.
That's it. Well, I am a professor since 1968, and officially I am retired 4 years ago, officially, but I still give some lessons, and it's the second time that I have the chance to accompany a group of students.
Okay, and this is Dieter Brettschneider, and he teaches budgeting and finance.
Yes, I'm Dieter Brettschneider. I, for 5 years, professor in the University of Kehl. I teaches public finance and management, and I'm the first time here in Michigan, and I found the appointment with the mayor very interesting and very good.
Okay, and our next guest is Stefan Hall, and he is Judge Stefan Hall, and he is a judge in the juvenile court. And I might want to mention something. His interest was to see how does the juvenile system work in this country. And we had the great fortune to attend a trial on Wednesday in the afternoon, and maybe some of the Ann Arbor citizens would be interested. It was a trial about the Huron High School and Pioneer High School football brawl. And so we were able to attend this.
Hello. Mrs. Maaßen said it. I'm Mr. Hell, and I'm a judge in Germany. And it was for me very interesting to speak with my colleagues from the United States over the difference in justice between Germany and the United States.
And our last professor is Uwe Busbach-Richard, and he teaches computer science.
Yes. I am here for several years, actually. I guess it's the 4th time. I am coordinating the study trip and the visit from our side, and it's always different. The program, the schedule is always a different one, because we always try to find a specific topic. When we organize the study trip, and this year the topic was budget and finance of public administration of the public sector, actually. Last year's it was human rights, and next year we already arranged it to a certain extent. It will be regional developments, and hence the program is always a little bit different, and it's very interesting, and we have to thank Brigitte Maaßen, because she's really doing a great job to help us to coordinate our visit, our stay in Arbor.
Well, I think obviously this whole program couldn't be arranged with a tremendous group of help from the city of Ann Arbor, as well as Eastern Michigan, which also participates. And we have to thank the Wheeler Center and Nancy Stone from the city of Ann Arbor, and also the mayor of Ann Arbor, Mayor Heafthiel, who took some time to talk to all the students yesterday to give them an overview what this is all about. And also the Ann Arbor Police participated, and we had a tour of the police center. The justice system participated. We had a tour of the justice system. And I think, I don't know if I left something out you'd like to mention, or maybe how was your experience? What was it different this year, and what did you learn?
Yeah, it was quite different because you mentioned already Eastern Michigan. This year was the first year that we really had a common seminar, common course with students of Eastern Michigan University. So several topics were identified before we come to Arbor, and students from our side and from Eastern Michigan University prepared presentations on these topics, and this was a very good basis for fruitful discussion about the topics, and all the topics belongs to public finance, for example, which tasks a municipality has to fulfill, or how the revenue structure is, and there are quite a lot of differences between Germany and the US, or for example, how you can, if private-public partnership projects are successful or not, and what has to be considered to make it in excess success. Sorry for that, and it was quite interesting. And at Eastern Michigan University, I guess we have to thank him too. Joe Earn coordinated this course, and it's really a great opportunity for us, for our students, to have the possibility to exchange thoughts and ideas about different areas of public administration.
Great. Maybe we can just pass around the microphone, and then each student can introduce themselves. And also what I would like, maybe somebody could say, is it the first time they visit the United States? And what are their impressions so far? And I know when you visit or you travel to another place, maybe you have been or have not been, and you have kind of, certain ideas what you might expect, and so I'm kind of curious, and we are curious to see, what your impressions are and what so far you have seen or what you kind of experienced.
My name is Julia, and I thought it was really impressive that each university has their own sports teams, and also these mascots like the Eagles from the Eastern Michigan University, and that you are able to buy the T-shirts or jogging trousers or something like that, because we don't have this in Germany. And so I think it's easy to identify with the university other than in Germany.
Okay.
So my name is Daniel Zwicker, and I'm also one of the students, and it's the first time I'm in the USA, and I really enjoy it. Everything is much bigger than we know it in Germany, and I also learned a lot about public financing here in the USA.
Great.
My name is Philip. I'm visiting the US the second time. I've been to the Boston area already, and I'm really enjoying my stay in Ann Arbor. What impressed me most was the tour of the police department.
My name is Jonas, and I'm the first time here in the United States, and most impressed. I think that everybody comes and said, "Hey, what's up? How are you doing?" And it's a little bit different to Germany.
Yeah, I must mention that I think everybody usually who comes here is very surprised. People are very open, very friendly, very helpful, and I'm very proud of this.
Yeah, hello, my name is Amrei, and it's also the first time to be in the USA, and I also enjoy to speak to another students of the Eastern Michigan yesterday. Find out how they study and how their day goes on. Right.
Hi, my name is David. I'm also from Germany, and I'm here for internship, for a 3-month internship at Rec Ed here in Ann Arbor. During the stay here with a group from Kehl, I found it very interesting to see how they handle the big traffic problems after the sports game. So I think if there's a soccer game in Germany, there would be much more problems than after a big football game here in the United States. So that's what I found most interesting.
Hello, I'm Sarah, and it's also the first time I traveled to the US. And I think it's very impressive that the Eastern Michigan University is that big, because our university isn't so big than it is here.
Hello, my name is Karina. I'm also from Germany, and I'm also it's also my first trip here to America. And the most expressive point is the Eastern Michigan University, and that they have a Starbucks and a Subway in their university. Yes.
Hello, my name is Rafaela. I've been to the USA several times before, and yes, I enjoyed my stay here in Ann Arbor.
Hello, my name is Stefan. I'm also an intern like David. I stay here for 3 months in the Redec, and I hope you enjoy it. I like the people because they are very open-minded, and also the university I like because all is bigger, the sports, the gyms, and yeah, I hope I had a great time. Have a great time here.
Yeah, my name is Paul. I'm also here for the first time, and I really love the food in America because it tastes much better than a German one, and you get a lot of different countries, and we ate something else every day. I love this. And I also found very impressive that the public administration here is much more modern than ours and much more efficient.
Hello, my name is Anna, and it's the first time where I'm in the United States, and I enjoyed the trip, and I like the tour through the police center.
Hello, my name is Jana. It's also my first trip to America, and I liked best when we were at the court and watched how everything went on.
Hello, my name is Marion, and like almost everybody else, this is my first time in the USA. And I found it very interesting to see the trial on Wednesday and to talk to the judges. This was very cool.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I need the microphone. You can hold it, yeah. But anyway, I want to mention, because I think there were a couple of requests before the students came, and I think Professor Busbach-Richard asked me to do is to arrange to visit the Wheeler Center, because I think they're very impressed, because they come every February, and obviously it's winter, it's snow, and they're so impressed how easily we're able to clean the street. And I must say, probably maybe you would like to make a comment. It is a disaster in Germany.
So I do not know if it is really a disaster, but this is quite different. You know, in Germany they do not have a 24-hour service like it is here, and I guess that is really a great job they are doing here at the Wheeler Service Center. In Germany, you have at most maybe 16 hours per day service, and if it starts, if snowfall starts in the night, you are very unlucky in the morning, because the snow is still on the street. The only area where it's a little bit different, it's on the interstates. There we have a 24-hour service, but within our municipalities we don't know something like that. And actually it's very impressive, and it was already said, how the service is equipped by technology. And for example, that salt is only used in a very environmental fashion and way, as much salt as it's needed to smell the snow, and not more. And this is very impressive. So we don't have this in our municipalities at all. And that is, from the organizational point, very interesting, that every civil servant is able to do every job, and he's allowed to do so. This is not in Germany. So you have a civil servant, and has a special job, and if there's a need to have a different kind of service, because there's snowfall and it's not his job, you cannot force to do it.
Well, I think this came up at the Wheeler Center, that doing, that everybody in the department, in different departments, can jump in and help out wherever help is needed. And I think that was kind of an eye-opener for you. But also, we are kind of, at least we can tell people, citizens from Ann Arbor, that their tax money is very well used, and they're very sufficient the way they clean the streets and everything is being done. And also, it was very impressive, I think, for all of us, and it was my first time to be able to sit in a couple trials, and we also had a wonderful tour, and Judge Sheldon gave us a great introduction also in his courtroom, and talked to the students and wanted to know about various procedures which are done, at their school and so on. And I think I'm very happy that the students had this opportunity, and it kind of makes them feel very welcome too, and kind of appreciated. And so I'm hoping you have some good experience taking back, and also maybe is there anything you feel is a little bit different you learned from the administrative part in the city government or so in comparison to here?
Yes, one very big difference is the short-term election period, actually. So in Germany, we have term periods of, depends to a certain extent, but at least 4 years, maybe even up to 8 years for a mayor, for example. And here, the term period is more or less only 2 years, as far as I understood, and that's quite a difference. So it has. So in Germany, we have maybe a little bit more of continuity in this respect, but on the other hand, maybe in the US system, we have maybe more flexibility. I don't know if that's
well, and maybe also you might mention, which is quite different from the US, because we have 10 council members, and in most municipalities or cities, they have at least, 30 or even more. Council person, but also at least 3 or 4 or 5 different parties who represent. So it might sound for us a little bit chaotic.
Yeah, no, it's not chaotic. It's if you have less person in the council, the individual person maybe feel more responsible. If you have 30 persons, the individual person can just say, "Oh, the council did vote like that, and I'm not responsible for that." So that's maybe a big difference. Further, the parties in Germany actually decides who goes to the council. So we are voting on the parties, more or less, and the parties before the election already had a certain kind of list, first, second, third, and then we are not able to elect specific people, but we are only able to elect more or less the party. That's a big difference.
You don't elect the person?
No.
At the city council?
No, not directly, more or less.
They don't candidate then for.
Yeah, but they have to be in the party.
Yeah, it's the same. Well, I don't know.
But we have a list, and the list is voted before within the party. So if I say, okay, I would like to have the eighth person on the list because he's my favorite, I cannot do anything. I have to vote for the party and have to be lucky that they got enough votes that this person goes to council. If they get less votes, someone goes into the council from this party. Maybe I do not like at all. That's not possible.
Oh, that's interesting. I never know. Maybe we could ask some of the students. So, what are you leaving tomorrow, and where are you going next? You want to maybe pass it around? Who would like to answer that?
Who wants to answer? Oh, he's the tallest one.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going on to Sacramento, and I believe we are going to see the Capitol and the Capitol building, and we're going to sit in on a conference there from the government, and then we'll continue to LA and San Diego, and we're gonna see the city and the different administrations. And in San Diego, I believe we're visiting a prison, and then our tour ends and we're going back to Germany.
Okay, anybody else would like to give some of impression or something, you know, they felt kind of was very different or something that really impressed them?
Yeah, not what it's very impressive, but just to mention, we will be in Los Angeles, and we will visiting there. We will visit there the LA attorney's office as well. So they will get an impression that maybe the justice system differs from state to state a little bit, and I guess that will be quite interesting for our students to see that it's not the same in the whole country, but there are quite big differences between the different states with respect to legal enforcement.
Also, I want to mention that over the years, one of the reasons the students are here, they're introduced to various departments, and so they might decide during their studies they're allowed to study 3 months abroad. And that's why David and Stefan are here to get some, you know, experience here in another country. And and over the years, also there have been a student who has been an intern here at CTN and at the University of Michigan, and I think a lot has been said about Eastern Michigan, so I have to defend my university. So you haven't really had a chance to visit, you know, most of our university, and so I think maybe the next time when you come, that we arrange something more at the University of Michigan. And I want to thank you all for participating, and I hope, you know, this was interesting for you, and you have a wonderful time and in California, and it's going to be much nicer weather. And so I wish you all the best. Okay, and thank you for coming.